Hey, what's going on, y'all? I am back on the river today here in Minnesota trying to chase down some smallmouth bass on topwater. I've got the Savage Gear 3D duck lure that I'm going to tie on today. This one is the 4 1/4 inch, not that big 6 inch for pike and muskie. This one should be just perfect size for those smallies. I'm gonna get this tied on, start slinging it around, see if we can find them like we did last week. Last week, different stretch of river, but I did find them in calm pockets of water behind laydowns, eddies and such. So that's what I'm gonna try to do today. Keep the same thing unless the fish wanna tell me otherwise. Let's get this thing in the water, start throwing it around, see what we can find. So I paddled just down from this eddy right here. I got one cast up top, one right in the middle on the bottom side. But I'm gonna throw up and work my way down now. Kind of get some different angles here. There's one. Is that Smallie? Oh, that's a good Smallie. Flying up, got him on that back hook, it looks. Oh yeah, he's going crazy. Putting on a show for us. Let's quit fooling around though. Let's get him in there. I'm gonna drop anchor right here so I don't go too far back in there. We'll take a quick look at him. All right, let's take a look at that Smallie on that duck lure right there. That's pretty cool. Thought he was actually a little bit bigger, but he put on a show for us, so that's pretty cool. Let's get that lure back in the water. Take one more look at him. It's pretty dark over here, but nice solid fish. Get him back right here. There he goes. As you can see, got that bottom hook right there, and it has a spot for it. So it looks like he actually might have bent that one in for me instead of out. So yeah, you can just place that down there, and that treble hook stays put as well. Oh, there's a hard hit. Just smack that duck lure. Oh, he's pulling me in. That looks like a good smallmouth to me right there. Let's back off of this spot. Oh yeah. All right, buddy. Oh, you just ripped more line out than I thought. Oh yeah, it's a good smallmouth. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Get in there. There we go. Let's go over here, park. Check out this Smallie. That was a vicious hit. All right, that is a good looking smallmouth right there. Again, on that duck lure. Pretty sweet, hard, aggressive hit. I'm gonna put it back in the net for a second so I can get the bump out. Wrong side. Still getting used to this thing. All right, let's take a look at this fish right here. It's a good Smallie. Just a thick fish. Just below 18 3/4, maybe a hair over. That is just another solid fish, and it is gone. All right, he was ready to go. Self-release right there. That is a good sign. These fish are fired up. They're in good health. That was a vicious hit. Last week I was kind of just getting some little baby kisses on the back of my bait by some fish. So cool to see them going in really hard, attacking the bait, hitting hard. It's always a cool time, especially on top water. So we got a down tree right here. We got some backwater over here. This looks like a really good spot. Water's still moving through those trees pretty good, but it will slow down here on the backside. I'm gonna just work up here first, see if I can find anything at the top. And then, oh yeah. Oh, there was a sick hit right at the last second. Right when I turned, Smallie came out of nowhere right there. Oh, that surprised me. I was looking back at that spot behind me. This fish saw me turn away, smacked that. Oh, doing an awful net job today. There we go. Let's not go too far. Love when they do that. All right, there's another solid fish on the day. Just a super hard hit, cool hit right at the very end. Love when they surprise me, do things out of the ordinary. So cool fish. Let's get it back. There he goes. All right, got a little bit of an update for you. I want to talk about that Savage Gear duck lure right there. So far so good, been slamming them. I have fished the 6-inch before, so I knew what I was getting myself into a little bit. Kind of similar to the same things. You know, they got that rubberized foot, so that's really nice. Kind of like the Whopper Plopper where it can bend. It's not one piece and solid. So like the flexible tail, the problem that I have with the feet is that these arms or legs, they tend to bend, so you kind of got to bend that wire back into place, otherwise it won't really propel right. There's a lot of stuff going on with this bait, as you can see. The two hook holders right there, you got one on top and one on the bottom right there. I just got to take some pliers every now and then and pull them back together so they can hold the hook. The way this came in the package, this bottom piece, this long arm, is actually attached on top, and I tried to fish it that way, but it just kept rolling over on me. So once I switched that long arm bar to the bottom instead of the top, it was perfect rotation. It hasn't turned over at all on me. So love this bait. Smallies love it today. I did have one problem with the hook, and it's not Savage Gear's fault. I just got it caught in my seat right here, so I had to cut the hooks that had the feathers on them, so I just replaced it with a treble hook that I had. So other than that, I got a little bit of sunlight left to be able to target some smallies. I got a few more eddies, and that's really where they've been at today. That's what I'm going to focus on here. So let's get this bait back in the water, see what we can find, and hopefully we find a few more smallmouth. We're just going to pound it. It's pretty calm on this side. River's still flowing pretty good over there, so we're staying out of it. Same plan as the last time we were on the river. You know, we'll just make the adjustments when we need to, but this is what it's working right now for us. The tree branch fell behind me. All right, who wants the ugly little duckling? Anybody? Any tickers? Oh, that was a fun little head. That one wanted the ugly little duckling. That was a nice little smallie. A sweet looking spot right here. See if we can find any fish hanging out back here. Still getting moved pretty good. right there, right at the very end. Another Smallie right at the very end when it was paused. Not a big one, but that's a cool hit. Oh, lost him, but that was still a pretty cool hit. I was trying to turn around, get back up current. All right, they're here. Let's see if we can find a few more. Oh, there's a good fish. There's a good Smallie. Oh yeah. Oh, that is a nice one. Hanging out at the bottom of this eddy. Stay on there, buddy. Oh yeah. It's got him on the side of the cheek too. Gotta make sure his fish stays on there. Oh, come back, come back, come back, come back. This fish wanted that duck. Does not want to get in this net. Stay on, stay on. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. That is a good fish. Net is a little twisted up, so I'm gonna back up here. Get pinned down so he doesn't fall out. We can take a look at this fish. Let's take a look at that Smallie. That is a nice smallmouth bass right there. We'll set him back in the net. My net is all tangled up, but I want to get a measurement on this fish. All right. Another thick, solid fish on the day. Again, not quite, maybe 18 3/4. Wanting to go just like that other one. Take another look at that solid fish. That is a super nice smallmouth bass. Super wide. Beautiful fish right there. All right, off it goes. Gonna chill out under the kayak while I get these hooks out of the net. This has been a struggle today. Didn't do a great landing job on that fish at all, as you saw, but man, I typically get my trebles and like my whopper ploppers caught up pretty good, but they come out. I have struggled with this duck today. There's just so many pieces. Got another spot coming up right here. Still moving pretty quickly, faster than I want to. It is pretty shallow water. Let's see if anything's right there. Yep, Smallie. Not a big one. Just another indicator of where they're supposed to be, and they're holding those positions, so we drop the anchor here and we'll spin around. Looks like a beautiful smallmouth though in that sunlight. Oh yeah. Pull them back around here. There we go. Yeah. That's another nice little smallmouth on the day on that duck lure. Beautiful fish right there. Let's get it back on his way. There he goes. I'm actually about the same spot where I was last year. I got caught in a hailstorm. Holy crap. I had to take shelter under this bank and these trees right here. It was pretty gnarly. One of the craziest storms I've ever been caught in, but it quickly passed, and I was able to get back home pretty quickly. So bringing back some memories. If I remember, it was kind of a really good day of fishing, and then it just kind of turned off when that storm came rolling through, and then I just got out of here because it was pretty crazy situation. So not much has changed. There's been a few things. It's always a fun thing to come back the next year on the river. You get to see new things, trees that have fallen, formations that have changed. For the most part, a lot of this system works the same, but you know, it's always cool to come back and see what's new, what's still there, see if fish are still holding on to the same spot. So one of my favorite stretches of the river that I fish. I've fished it for a couple years now, ever since we moved to Minnesota. So learning it, getting better at it every single time. It's a dependable stretch that I fish, but you know, it always changes, so it always has to be fished a little bit differently each time that I'm on it. So always learning. Hey, kind of just picked that off the top. Feels good. That feels good. Yep, another solid football on the day. Try not to freak out on this one, so maybe do a little bit better thinking and land this fish a little bit better. All right, let's get in there. Got him. Don't think this one is as long as the others, but still really thick. Solid Smallie right there. Put him on the bump just to see what he is. All right, let's see what this fish is coming in at. Yeah, not as big as those other, but at 17 inches, solid fish. Take one last look before I get him back on his way. Off he goes.